Hello friends, Ben here for Giant Loop, and today I'm going to show you how to fit all of this camping gear, enough for a single night or a multi-day adventure, onto your light adventure or dual sport bike using the Giant Loop Coyote Saddlebag. One of the most common questions I get in YouTube comments is, those bags are great, but how do I actually pack my gear in them? How much gear can I carry? And so I want to make this series of videos to kind of show you how much gear you can bring with you and exactly how at least I like to load my bags in order to go motorcycle camping off of my bikes. So today I'm going to demonstrate loading all of this gear onto my Suzuki DRZ400 using our Coyote bag. So this is my DRZ400, and as you can see, I've added the Coyote bag here. It's attached at the bottom. I actually have Giant Loop mounts on mine. This bag will go on any bike, passenger pegs or no, because you can just go to a frame rail like right here. And then on the back of the bike, there's a couple options. I'm actually using a Giant Loop tail rack and a pronghorn strap underneath, but it also comes with fender hooks, so you can attach this to the rear fender of any bike, basically any dual sport or adventure bike with a rear fender, which most of them have. So that's how it's attached. So this bag is 39 liters, which is a lot of storage, particularly when you're taking, backpacking style camping gear. So let me just show you what all I can put in it and how I put it in, so you can just get a sense of just how much you can carry, even on a light dual sport or enduro bike like this. So first things first, this is a sleeping bag, just a regular backpacking sleeping bag. It's in a compression sack, as you can see. This bag, this horseshoe-shaped bag, our Coyote, it has two legs, and I'm just gonna put this in the right leg. This bag also comes with 3 of our orange dry pods. I'll show you one here in a second. So if you're concerned about waterproofing your gear, this bag is mostly waterproof, but if you use the dry pods, which look like this, down inside the bag, 1, it makes it easier to get your gear in and out, and 2, it's completely waterproof, and you don't have to worry about anything getting wet, no matter what kind of weather you get caught in. This is my tent. This is a 2-person backpacking tent. This is a Celtic Gunnison 2, and I like to shove it in the dry pod because then I can use the air purge valve to compress it down as much as possible. And I've removed my tent poles from this bag, so they're in a separate right here, as you can see. Those will go in separately, but I put my sleeping bag on the right side. I'm gonna put this tent down on the left side. And those are my 2 biggest, bulkiest items. So let me show you what it looks like inside the bag. It's not even up to the level of the bike here on the left. That's my whole tent. You can see the sleeping bag's down in there, and I still have all this space. That's my whole arm in there for everything else I'm gonna add. So let's put some more stuff in there. Sleeping pad, pillow. I'm just gonna put those right in. Sleeping pad on the tent side, pillow on the sleeping bag side. This is my cooking setup, so just jet boil, and I've got my pot holder in here. But you can cook almost anything in a jet boil, particularly the food that I've got for this demonstration setup. So I'm just gonna put this down in there. Sideways, I like to put it sideways so that it holds the lid on. I don't have to worry about it popping off in there. This is my possibles pouch, incidentals. This is headlamp, fire making stuff, coffee cup, toilet paper. I've got a lamp for my tent, knife, all that stuff. So this is the bag I take on every trip. I actually made a video on my channel if you want to check it out, if you're curious what's in here. That just goes right in on top. Tent poles obviously need to go in here. This is a toiletries bag, so just contact solution and glasses and deodorant, toothbrush, stuff like that. Right on top. The biggest other thing here is food. So here's just one Mountain House meal as an example. So the only essential I haven't covered already is water. I like to use this Sea to Summit pack tap, or some people call it the green manta ray for obvious reasons. But this I like to strap to the outside just in case it leaks or something. I don't want it getting all over everything else. But I've got all the essentials for an overnight camping trip: tent, sleeping bag, pillow, toiletries, incidental items, food, and cooking setup in this bag right now. Now I'm just gonna seal it up. Well, here, let me show you what it looks like first. So everything is in there with plenty of room to close this bag, as you can see. This Coyote design is just very impressive in terms of the amount of gear you can put in it. And one of the coolest things about the Coyote is it's incredibly versatile. It works on basically any bike, and it just goes where your passenger would sit. So it's not putting a lot of extra weight or pressure on your subframe. It's right over where the passenger sits, and the Coyote will go on basically any motorcycle. The real limitation is width, so any narrow motorcycle. The bigger adventure bikes, you might want to go with the Great Basin or something else. But for sure, smaller, narrower bikes like dual sport enduro bikes, great. So there's Velcro here at the top, which helps you just line it up perfectly. And then you get 3 rolls of this, and this bag is sealed and your gear is protected from the elements, and you are good to go. And I've actually got even more room. I could easily get a few more things in here because I've got some extra slack at the top. Yeah, I could throw extra clothes in there or something and still have room for that stuff, okay? So that's what I would consider the basics for an overnight camping trip, but maybe you're like me and you're a little bit extra, you like to take extra stuff, you like to take luxuries. I don't like to sit on the ground. So I like to take a chair, compact camping chair with me. I like to have a table, especially if I'm dispersed camping for cooking and you know, setting my beverages on, stuff like that. And also if you're going dispersed camping or even camping in a campground, you're gonna want some tools to process your firewood. Even if you buy a bundle of firewood, you gotta split it down to kindling. And you can do that with a knife, but it's a lot easier with a hatchet. So let's say I wanna take these 4 luxury items with me on the same bike with the same bag. All I need to do is grab my Rogue dry bag. So this is our Rogue dry bag. This is a 19-liter dry bag, really inexpensive way to add extra storage to a setup like this. And in fact, you can get the Rogue dry bag, the Coyote bag, and our Diablo tank bag all together in our Overnight Plus kit and save just 10% on the whole thing and have the full setup you need. But let me show you how much gear I can put in this Rogue bag. So this is the Tusk compact camp chair, but it's the large version. So it fits in there vertically, no problem. It's my table, my little camping table. It goes in there, also no problem. Silky Gomboy, my favorite folding saw. This is my Fisker's hatchet. Lots of room for that in there. I got room to spare, so extra food, whatever, could easily go in here. And it's a dry bag. This one opens on both ends, which I really like about it, but you just roll it down 3 times and this bag is 100% waterproof. Clips on both ends and one that goes over the top. And this bag integrates seamlessly with the Coyote bag here as if it was designed for it, because it was. Let me show you. These straps that go to the beaver tail and the Coyote bag just go here. You go up through the daisy chain on your Rogue bag. I like to go under the tie down here personally. Clip that on. Same on the other side. Okay, and then you just tighten these down. And obviously I would tuck the straps in and reduce the slack and all that if I were doing a full setup, if I was gonna go riding right now, but that, solid, all one piece. There's even some tricks you can do where you use these straps to anchor the bags to each other even more securely. We have a whole video on that, thanks to our friend Ryan, which I will link for you. But there you go. So that is 39 liters plus 18 liters of storage on a light dual sport on the DRZ. I have plenty of room to sit on this bike, plenty of room to get forward, to move back on the bike as I need to. I can stand up easily, you see. This gear is not in my way at all, and where the weight is, very easy to ride with. I've been very happy with this setup in the past, so I would highly recommend it for your light dual sport enduro bike. All of our products, these included, are backed by our limited lifetime warranty, and if you do decide to make a purchase, all orders over $75 from giantloopmoto.com ship for free. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more gear overviews and other great content. And don't forget that YouTube subscribers save 10% on giantloopmoto.com with promo code SUBSCRIBER. If you have questions about gear setups, how to equip your bike specifically, you can always use the Chat Now feature on giantloopmoto.com or call or email us. We are more than happy to make sure that you're getting set up with exactly the right setup for your needs and your bike. So please reach out. Thank you for watching. Go light, go fast, go far with Giant Loop.